Well, this summer marks 70 years since KCCI started its journey to becoming Iowa's news leader.
And we are celebrating it all, from the familiar faces who helped us get here to big changes since the days of black and white TV. KCCI's Eric Hanson takes us back to the early days at Channel 8 for proof of how much we've grown.
This is the spot, 9th and Pleasant in downtown Des Moines. Right now, it's a quiet park with some tables and benches. But 70 years ago this summer, this was a spot where a group of guys was practicing for a trip to the future. Television on Channel 8.
Took a small room in the basement of the old K&T Theater, northwest corner as I remember it, and what we called played TV at night, probably two nights out of the week.
Guy Konigsberger worked for KRNT Radio, the station that first showed off what TV was at the Iowa State Fair in 1946. But 9 summers later, in 1955, he spent summer nights getting ready to send TV pictures to homes across central Iowa from Des Moines' KRNT Theater.
We would go up there at 7 o'clock and work till 10 with 2 cameras. The control room was right in the studio.
Getting ready for the debut of KRNT TV on July 31st.
It was 109 degrees that day.
Swelteringly hot when Bobby Cannon stood behind the camera and the red light came on for the first time at 10 a.m.
It was of a local minister who gave a benediction and blessing for the company.
What a disorganized mess that was.
Bill Rohde was in the class of 1955 too, the group of men who put the station on the air. And since local programming was mostly live, they sat through hour after hour of shows.
We would set our lunches on our camera pedestal because we wouldn't have time to even leave.
Most shows were entertainment, led by Iowans who were already famous from radio.
My name's Bill Riley, KRNT TV, of course, Channel 8 in Des Moines.
I was a Cub Scout guest on Variety Theater with Bill Riley when I was in 3rd or 4th grade or something. And that was the first time I set foot inside a TV studio. And I swear on a stack of Bibles, I was hooked at that time. I mean, I thought people got paid to do this. They were doing all sorts of special effects.
There were dance shows, talent searches, and kids programming.
I mean, Breakfast Club was must-see TV for, 6 and 7-year-olds before you went to school.
Then later in the day, moms and dads could watch Mary Jane Chin.
Come along for fun at the fair.
A lifestyle show featuring celebrities, cooking, and the exercise girl, a young Mary Brubaker.
Well, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I could dress up in my little
Iowa's sweetheart, who eventually took over the show and made it her own. But there was also What Do You Say? With Russ Van Dyke just talking with Iowans on the street.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
These are your 2 youngsters here. Johnny is how old?
He's 4 1/2.
And Denise?
Is 4 1/2 too.
They get along pretty well, do they?
Oh yes, they seem to.
But that grovelly voice was the key to KRNT's early success, even though Channel 8 was the 3rd station on the air.
Everybody thought we just didn't have a chance, but here was Russ Van Dyke, here was Paul Rhodes.
Russ Van Dyke had already become Iowa's news authority.
That FBI probe of congressmen may grow.
Drinking sponsor Anderson Erickson's milk at the end of the 10 o'clock news, even on hot days.
Our floor crew would wave newspapers to keep the flies off the cottage cheese while Russ did the commercials.
And Paul Rhodes was the authority at 6 o'clock.
This is the 6th consecutive year that KRNT TV has come to the fair.
Who later shared how simple those first newscasts were.
When we went on the air, we were doing basically radio newscasts, which is where we came from, radio, and putting whatever video we could find, which wasn't a lot at that time. We would put Polaroid pictures on the air if there was a late-breaking accident, because it took about an hour to get the film developed.
In 1967, color TV came to Channel 8, and in 1974, the call letters changed.
This is TV 8, KCCI TV, Des Moines.
Those letters, KCCI, debuted with a news set featuring orange shag carpet.
TV 8 News. Live from TV 8 Center in Des Moines, today's news, weather, and markets. Here's Rick Fredrickson.
Good afternoon.
The staff that had started with a handful of guys reading radio stories in front of a camera was starting to grow. At the same time, shirt collars and hairstyles were growing too. Women were starting to appear in newscasts, and so were people of color. But the legends, who had already logged thousands of newscasts on TV 8, were still there, leading the ratings. Paul Rhodes at 6 and Russ Van Dyke at 10, with his see-through weather map and his commitment to journalism that set the standard for decades to come.
Our people don't try to over-dramatize news. They don't try to be actors. They try to give people information, and that's what it's all about.
The Pope still hadn't been to Iowa, the floods were more than a decade away, and Channel 8 still hadn't moved up the street to its new studios. But 20 years in, the precedent had already been set. Channel 8 was the leader and just hitting its stride. In Des Moines, Eric Hanson, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
What an amazing look back. Wow, Eric, thank you for that.